Okay, so this is homework 3. From this description, we know it's a normal distribution, and this is 1, 2, 4, and 20. This is standard deviation, so this is 20 square. And here, what we want is above 140. So it's px greater than 104. How are we gonna get this? So it's gonna be p it's gonna be 1 minus p x smaller equal than 104. So just equal to 1 minus p. Let's make it normal, right? X minus mu over sigma equal to sigma. And here, this one is normalized, so it's a z mu and sigma, like here. So equal to z smaller than. So right now we can rewrite this part as, so let's say this is just it's replaceable. This is just another way to write it. So it's just 1 minus. You find this one in the table and you plug it back in, 1 minus it. That will be the answer. And so for this question, what percentage have below 90, right? So for this question, should be x smaller than 90. So this is basically, because it's continuous, so it doesn't really matter, it's smaller than 90 or smaller or equal than 90. So it will be, so let's do the same thing here. Let's normalize it. This one equal to this z, right? Go to b. Let's rewrite it, because every time you see pz smaller or equal than a number, that's phi this number. But we haven't really learned how to do minus this yet, right? But the good thing is, if this one, this is 1.7, this number, and this is phi of minus 1.7. We want this area, but the good thing is this is symmetric. So if this is minus 1.7, this is 1.7, we can calculate this part is exactly same with this part. So how can we calculate this part? We can calculate 1 minus this part. So this smaller area is phi minus 1.7, but okay. All of this area is phi 1.7, and this part is gonna be 1 minus phi 1.7. So this part equal to this part is what we want. Yeah. And now suppose so now we change the question. It's the normal distribution changed. Yeah, and answer this one. Answer the same question. So for question 1, what we did here is we want py greater than 1, because this is x. this is for this one. Now we change it to this one. So we're still kind of doing the same thing, but the mu and sigma changed. Go to P. That'll be P Z greater than. Well, we can do the 1 minus thing later. Then no, that's 1/9. Sorry. Yeah, this is 1/9. This 1/9 square will be z greater than 1. So what is z greater than 1? Normally we just do something smaller, right? So what we are gonna do here is we change it to 1 minus p z smaller equal than 1. So this thing we can replace it with 1 minus phi 1. Then you find this one in the table and you get it. The same thing happens to this question. You just change the mu and sigma for 5.7, right? So it's like py smaller. So still, we want this part equal to this part because it's symmetric around 0, and we cannot calculate this part. What we can do is calculate all of this part. So this one means 1 minus. So this would be the, you find this one in the table and you plug this in.